Oh wait, hold on. Before we start filming, I gotta clean off my balls. Okay, I feel better now. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about this tow and stow hitch from B&W. So the adjustable hitch. There are so many brands out there now these days, but you know, you got Bulletproof, you got Gen Y, you got hitches from Kurt. I've had them all. And they're all, you know, very well made hitches, heavy duty, weigh a ton. And that's the good thing and one of the bad things about adjustable hitches, that they're heavy. Not a huge deal, but a lot of us like to keep our hitches in our vehicle because it actually adds protection when you're driving down the road. I can't tell you how many times I've been love tapped by somebody behind me not paying attention, and with the hitch being in place, it's protected me. But at the same time, we know these hitches are large, they stick out, they're pretty big. After towing for probably 32 years now, or roughly around that area, I know my hitch is always in there. But when I first started towing, just like the rest of us, you walk around the back of your truck, that hitch is sticking out, and you bang your shin, and it hurts like hell. Other people do that as well. I can't tell you how many people, including my wife, has banged into my hitch, and she throws out a whole bunch of curse words. Well, B&W fixed that. You know, with the tow and stow hitch, it's always there. And I like to leave my hitches in, like I said, for protection. It sticks out still. But with this tow and stow, you can spin the ball. I find the right hole, stick it in place like that, which is nice. You can almost use this as a step. But when you want to get rid of your hitch from sticking out, all you got to do is pull these two pins, and they give you lithium grease to keep on these pins so they don't seize up on you if you don't move your hitch a lot. And you can see this thing drops. So it doesn't fall off, it stays in place, it stays on the actual trailer, so it kind of in a way prevents theft. People can still steal your pins, but they do actually have a lock that goes over all your pins. I would suggest getting a lock. B&W sells a lock themselves, a nice stainless steel one, to lock this hitch in place because it's expensive. But you can see I have the 7-inch drop here, so I have this large plate right here. But when I want to get these balls out of the way, all I gotta do is fold it up underneath. So now you have your balls or ball tucked out of the way, but you still have this nice flat solid plate here, which still, it's going to prevent your love taps. It's going to protect your vehicle because I have this 7-inch drop, so I have this very large plate. So if somebody bangs into this with their bumper, they're just going to hit that, and it's going to still protect my truck. And now we can leave this put away. Now if you tow every day, obviously you're not allowed to do this, but if you don't tow every day, because I also have a gooseneck, I don't always bumper tow, so I can fold these out of the way. It makes it a little easier when I go through the car wash. I don't have to take the hitch out. And I have this whole steel metal plate here to protect the vehicle still. And I don't have to unlock this, take out this heavy hitch, and put it away like you would with your other normal hitches. So it keeps it with me at all times. I can keep this thing locked up and not have to worry about removing this and protecting my shins, because this is pretty damn tight to the vehicle that if you hit this, you're just really not paying attention. But this is really tight to the bumper. I'm talking maybe it's about 3.5 inches off the back of my bumper, so it's tucked nice and tight against the truck itself. Now the capability on this is 18,000 pounds. It's more than enough because the vehicle setup I have right now, I can only bumper tow I think 14.5, so it's still well overbuilt. And to be honest with you, I think once you hit over 18,000 pounds anyway, I really wouldn't want a bumper tow. I'd rather, you know, tow with my gooseneck, which I do. So when it comes to hitches, like how much engineering can you actually do, right? You can just make them big, heavy, super duty, be able to tow 30,000 pounds. But the innovation that went into this and to make it the weight rating that it needs to be to tow at 18,000 pounds took a lot of testing, a lot of engineering. It, you know, kind of broke the market when it came to adjustable hitches, because how many adjustable hitches can you tuck up and stow away like this? I don't think there's any other one out there on the market that I'm aware of. And I've been around hitches for a long time and a lot of brands. So it's a cool setup. This is a 2.5-inch shank. The 2-inch shanks you can get in camo pattern, which is really cool. And I think they make the 6-inch with the 2.5-inch shank and the camo color too as well, if I'm not mistaken. I talked to B&W. I says, man, I wish you guys could do the camo pattern with this 7-inch drop, and they said we heard that a lot, so they'll probably be working on that in the future. But go check out that website, and I'll leave a link in the description. But 18,000 pounds is way more than I ever need. Even when I had the diesel, once I start hitting around that 16-ish thousand pounds, I really wouldn't want to tow more than that with a bumper. You know, you have your equipment trailers that can tow, you know, with the pintle hitches and all that stuff on your dump trucks. Yeah, they all bumper tow, and they can tow, you know, 25, 30,000 pounds. But when it comes to a half ton or a 3/4 ton or even a 1-ton truck, I really wouldn't want to go over that 16,000 pounds. So to me, having that 18,000 pound rating on this hitch, be able to stow it away and tuck it away is more than enough in my opinion, because once again, once I hit over that 16,000 pounds, I'm going to use my gooseneck, and that's also B&W that works with my OEM puck system. I actually did a separate video on that, and actually I love this whole setup, how easy it is to take it in and out, and it keeps your hands off the grease. But like I said, I have a separate video with that. You got 1-inch increments, but when I'm ready, all I gotta do is pull these out, spin it around, put it where I need it, pop those 2 pins in, figure out what ball size I'm using at the time, spin it the way I want it, whether it's 2-inch, 2 5/16, and they also have 1 7/8 if you want the tri-ball. Pick what size ball you want, stick the pin in the right hole, makes sense, right? And you're all good to go, guys. So I mean, I think this is a very cool hitch. I love having this when it's stowed away, to have this large plate there really protecting the back of my truck. I've been love tapped by so many people at red lights or traffic signals on their phone. Foot kind of comes off the brake and they just kind of roll into you. You know, I would have a bunch of little dings and dents in my bumpers on all my different vehicles if I didn't leave my hitch in. So now I can leave my hitch in, turn these balls, stow them away, and now I'm not hitting my shins on them. Nobody else is hitting my shins on them, and we are good to go. And you're not going through the aggravation of unlocking it, pulling the pin. Even though this thing doesn't weigh a ton, it's not light, but it doesn't weigh heavy like a lot of the other ones do, so it's a little bit more lightweight. But still, you got to unlock it, you got to pull the pin out, you got to put your hitch, you know, somewhere, throw it in the back of your truck, it's sliding around, or you're throwing it in your garage and you don't have it with you, and you're like, damn it, I don't have my hitch with me. Well, with this, you can just leave it locked in there, turn these balls around the backside, and have it stowed away, but always have your hitch with you and have some protection. So if we can get the camo version out of this one day, we'll have to change this out for the camo version and look even more cooler on the road as an old man like me. That's it, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out this video. I think you guys will really appreciate having this tow and stow hitch from B&W. Always having your hitch with you and be able to still protect the back of your vehicle. So as always, guys, be safe out there, and I'll catch you on the job. See you soon.